Looking for a natural way to dye Easter eggs this year? Let me show you how. I'm Janae Graham, the owner and head herbalist at Graham Fam Farm, and I'm going to show you how we do Easter on the farm. We use plants and vegetables to pull 6 different colors to use for our eggs. Now, it's 3 easy steps, it doesn't take that long, and it's a whole lot of fun. Let's get started. Step 1, boil your eggs. Here on Graham Fam Farm, our eggs are not just white. We've got lots of different colors of eggs, from white duck eggs to turquoise chicken eggs. Sometimes duck eggs come in that color as well. To brown chicken eggs, dark brown chicken eggs, and I even have a brown duck egg in here as well. So we don't just start with the white base you might be used to, and that's okay. I'm going to show you how to pull the color from these plants and vegetables to make it bright enough to use any of these eggs and still get the color you're desiring. Step 2, gather your natural ingredients. So today we're going to make 6 different colors from 5 different ingredients. So to make orange, you're going to need yellow onion skins. I've chopped these up pretty nicely and peeled them already, really torn apart the outer layer very well, and you're going to just use every bit of it that you can, and I'll show you what we do with it. Yellow is going to be made with turmeric. This is turmeric that's chopped very, very finely. You can also use turmeric powder. I just find that it's better to use the chopped turmeric, and I just like chopped turmeric better. It's a little less messy and a little less stainy. All of these will stain, by the way, so be careful. Less so with the onions, but definitely as we get into the beets and the purple cabbage, be careful. Green, we're going to create using a combination of colors. First, we're going to use purple cabbage. It's chopped very, very nicely. Nothing too, I'm not a chef here, right? I've got some pieces that are like this and some others that are pretty small, but purple cabbage chopped. And then you're going to mix the purple cabbage with turmeric. So first we'll do a purple cabbage dip, and then you're going to do a turmeric bath after that, and that will give you green. To make blue, we're going to be using purple cabbage only. Although it's purple, it's going to make a very nice color of blue. And then to make purple, we're going to use blueberries. It seems a bit odd, right? The blueberries make purple and the purple cabbage makes blue, but Mother Nature's weird, just like us. So to make purple, blueberries. Then finally, we're going to make a red/pink, reddish pinkish color using chopped beets. And they're just chopped up. Make sure when you're doing your beets, you cut off the tops and skin them. If you don't skin them, you're going to end up with a brown. And some people, as a side note, they like to use spinach to create the green, but I find that it tends to turn out to be a bit brown and kind of like a pea brown. Not the most appetizing for an Easter egg. So those are the ones that we're going to use to make our 6 different colors. Step 3, we're going to prepare our dye solution. For the dye solution, what you're going to do is you're going to be combining each one of your color items. So for green, for example, we'll use both of these together into a pot with 4 cups of water and 3 tablespoons of white vinegar. Don't use apple cider or you're going to get a different color combination with it, as it tends to get a bit yellowy orangey. So don't use apple cider vinegar for this one. You all know my love of apple cider vinegar. We're going to use white distilled vinegar. So 4 cups of water. First, I've already measured out my 4 cups of water. Just pour that into your pan. Add 3 tablespoons of your vinegar. I like to just count it out. And then 1 cup of your vegetable or plant material. So we're going to go ahead and let's do beets first. So 1 cup. Now they're all the same method except for your blueberries. Your blueberries, when you're gonna do your purple color, you're just gonna use 4 cups of water. Do not add vinegar to the blueberries, okay? The vinegar in general helps the color stick to the egg, which is why you wanna usually add it. But for the blueberries, they actually work the opposite way and the color falls right off. So no vinegar for your blueberries, but vinegar for all of the rest of the colors themselves. You can already see the beets are starting to turn my water red, so they're an easy one to do. So once you have your plant material in here with 4 cups of water, 3 tablespoons of vinegar, you're going to bring it to a boil. Put it on your oven, bring it to a boil. You're gonna let it boil for about a minute, and then you're gonna bring it down to a simmer, and you're gonna simmer for 20 minutes. Okay, I'm all done. All of the different vegetables have boiled and their solution is looking very colorful, as you can tell. So what I did after I boiled everything is I went through and I strained it. So you'll see I still have some juices in there, but I don't want to get the plant material inside the coloring. So we just want to strain out every single color. I have all of them back here lined up very nicely, and I've strained them all out into some mason jars. Now, after I strain them into these small mouth jars, I like to be able to switch them to some larger mouth jars so I can add some eggs. So I've gone ahead and labeled the jars because I like to leave these in overnight. You do not have to leave them in overnight. You can leave them in for about 30 minutes. It's just going to create some darker shades the longer you leave them in. So go ahead and just play around with it, see what works for you. I've learned that I like to leave them in overnight. They seem to be brighter colors and I enjoy that. So let's go ahead. You can fit probably about 3 eggs per one of these. So for purple cabbage and turmeric, they're going to be green eggs. You know what? So let's go ahead and put some of my green guys in there. What else do we have here? Beets, they're going to be red. So I'm going to save my whites for my yellows. I'm going to save my duck eggs out. And I do have 1 brown duck egg, but I'll save the white ones for my yellow. That way it's really vibrant and really pops. Let's put some browns in for beets, red and pink. They're already kind of pinky. But you'll see as you experiment, I mean, if you're using just the white eggs, these colors go insane. They look so nice. So you'll fill your jars. All right, and you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do a couple different ones in there too so you can see the difference as they sit. Okay, so first we've got our purple cabbage turmeric. So this is gonna be green in the end. You're just gonna cover it right up. Okay. Then we've got our blueberries. It's gonna be purple. And you'll be amazed how quickly the colors start to change. Like I said, you only have to leave them in for 20 to 30 minutes, but overnight is something I really like. Beets, red and pink. These will be DJ's favorite. She's a big pink fan. What's next? Turmeric is yellow. Turmeric's so strong. It makes such a nice color. Oh, I have barely enough. I'll have to turn that egg a little later. You can see that it didn't fully cover it. So I'll have to make sure I turn that one later. I used too much in my green, or just enough, right? Okay, the purple cabbage, my blue. And if you're going to be combining colors like I did to create green, you may want to put a little more of your purple cabbage and turmeric in there. So instead of doing the 4 cups of water, you may opt for 6 cups of water and then just do an extra teaspoon and a half of vinegar, just to give yourself a little bit more. I do have some in here, but it's such a splashy experiment that I just don't want to stain everything. So I do have a little extra I'll probably top it off with after the video. And our last one is gonna be yellow onion, which is orange. Okay, after you get all these in, you are gonna pop on the lids and put them in the fridge. It's as easy as that. And you can use larger mason jars, you know, if you want to leave them in overnight and add a lot more eggs. And I've got a few left tonight. I'll probably do another jar with the colors that are left over. But there you have it. It's as easy as that. I mean, play around with it. Create shades that are lighter, darker, mix some colors together, create yourself a brown, but have fun with it and enjoy the family time that this will create. I can't wait to do this again with the kiddos and actually let them have their fun of pouring and straining, and be sure to lay out an old towel. Good luck. Happy Easter.